recently established it. Well, one of the items that was discussed today with Chairman Carlson is that we are talking about fiscal year 14-15, and that the actual volunteer hours that will be qualified by Patty at the senior center first, and then the application would be taken at the assessor's office. And in actuality, that these $300 credits won't actually take effect until July 1st of 2015, based on the way the resolution is currently worded, so it'll be appropriately budgeted for in the next fiscal cycle.
Okay, so this draft is going to be reworked so that people don't have to physically come here and then go to the senior center.
They'll start at the senior center, they'll get their hours approved and certified, and then they'll come in to show and prove their income qualification guidelines have been met. And then obviously we receive through our software the application of the $300 discount that will go right into the tax collector's system for either rebate or immediate application to come off of the tax bill that will be applied July 1st of 2015.
And who's housing the contingency fund for the $24,000, so we know when we expend it? I guess that's about 80 households.
We went before the Board of Finance, and they're aware of this. Councilman Carlson did.
Yeah, I did.
Is it assessors? Is it senior center? Is it the tax collector? Who's
We'll be capped at 80, since it's per household. It's $300 per household up to the $24,000, so that'll be 80 households. So we'll be closely monitoring that, and I'll make sure that I advise either through the comptroller's monthly budgetary report, or in some fashion acceptable to the mayor, that you're promptly notified when the funds are exhausted.
And I guess my only other concern, Mayor, is one for you to just take note of that. If this does end up being a success, it's written in here that we would review it in a year, but that actually puts us past the start of next fiscal year, so we may want to move it up to maybe June, because if it is successful, we may need to adjust or consider some type of modifications prior to the start of July 1st.
So noted. Anything else, Councilman? Thank you, Tom. As Councilman Carlson said, this is a pilot program. This is something the City of Bristol never did. So there's going to be some tweaks that are going to be needed to be done to this. We all know that, but it's a start, and it was a huge undertaking by the Ordinance Committee, making sure we had this right. So expect a few tweaks, not a problem. We'll work through them. But any other discussion?
Well, so just so I'm clear, this is not an ordinance, though. It's a pilot program that we're approving by resolution.
That's correct.
That we approve every year. So the amounts can change, any information, parameters can go, except for the earnings parameters. I think the other parameters, volunteer hours, can be changed. There's been discussion on that at the senior center level.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes.
Your Honor, would you like to take a roll call?
Roll call. We'll start on my far right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion passes. Item number 16.
Resolution regarding approval to file FFY 2014 State Homeland Security Grant Program Region 3 Memorandum of Agreement with Connecticut Department of Emergency Management and Homeland Security for regional projects, and authorization for mayor or acting mayor to execute. And there is a resolution to read.
It's a one read of resolution.
I can do that. Be it hereby resolved that the City Council of the City of Bristol, Connecticut may enter into, with, and deliver to the State of Connecticut Department of Emergency Management and Homeland Security a financial fiscal year 2014 State Homeland Security Grant Program Region 3 Memorandum of Agreement, including any and all documents which it deems to be necessary or appropriate. And be it further resolved that Ken Cockayne, a.k.a. Kenneth B. Cockayne, as mayor of the City of Bristol, or the acting mayor, is authorized and directed to execute and deliver any and all documents on behalf of the City Council of the City of Bristol, Connecticut, and to do and perform all acts and things which he deems to be necessary or appropriate to carry out the terms of such documents, including but not limited to executing and delivering all agreements and documents contemplated by such documents. Be it further resolved, this matter be referred to the Board of Finance for any necessary action.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. Hearing none, roll call, starting with our left.
Yes.
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 Chair votes yes, motion passes. Item 17.
Resolution regarding approval to file certification for municipal grants and aid for fiscal year 2014-2015 for purposes of programs relating to highways, traffic, parking, or public transportation services, and authorization for mayor to execute. And there is a resolution, please.
I can read that. Be it hereby resolved by the City Council of the City of Bristol, Connecticut, to approve the filing of a certification for municipal grants and aid for fiscal year 2014-2015 from the State of Connecticut by the City of Bristol, to authorize the mayor to execute any and all documents associated with the certification, stating that the city will expend those funds in accordance with Public Act 13-247, Section 128, and to refer the matter to the Board of Finance for any necessary action. Be it further resolved that this matter be referred to the Board of Finance for any necessary action.
Do I have a second? Motion made, seconded, discussion. Hearing none, on roll call, starting with our right.
Yes.
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 Chair votes yes, motion passes. Item 18.
Resolution regarding approval of an economic development grant to Barter Incorporated for $64,250, including $13,000 for job creation, up to $1,000 per job for the purpose of purchasing, renovating, and relocating to 105 Laurel Street. And there is a resolution to read.
I'll read it. Be it hereby resolved by the City Council of the City of Bristol, Connecticut, to provide an economic development grant, the amount of $64,250, including $13,000 for job creation up to $1,000 per job to Barter Incorporated for the purpose of purchasing and renovating the property known as 105 Laurel Street, relocating the business known as Barter Business Unlimited to 105 Laurel Street, and creating new office workspace available for lease at 105 Laurel Street. Be it further resolved, this matter be referred to the Board of Finance for any necessary action.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Your Honor, just real quick, so I understand, that $13,000 for job creation is part of that $64,250 figure, right?
That's correct. It's $1,000 per job.
All right.
Estimated jobs, 13. Anything else? Okay. Let me just say that this is a win for the city. This is taking a building that's currently a nonprofit building, earning no taxes on the building. We are helping a small business grow and expand, and at the same time putting a building on the tax roll. So I think this is a great thing we're doing with this, helping a small company grow. Justin, anything you have to add?
Well said.
Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Resolution, starting my far right.
Yes.
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 Chair votes yes, motion passes. Item number 19.
Award of contract to C1523 air conditioning improvements for computer room at City Hall to the S. Carpenter Construction Company for $69,592, and authorization for mayor or acting mayor to execute any necessary documents.
Move approval.
Motion made, do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Item number 20.
Amendment of current lease between City of Bristol and Metro PCS, formerly Yogini Communications, Northeast LLC, dated October 16, 2009.
Move approval.
Second. Motion made and seconded, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Item 21.
Award of contract to C15-8, construction of recycling building to Zingalis Construction Company Incorporated for $207,172.80, and authorization for mayor or acting mayor to execute any necessary documents.
So moved.
Second. Motion made and seconded, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Item 22.
Is the consent calendar. There are 9 items. Item 22A is to place on file the new hire report for September 2014. B is the approval of tax refunds dated October 1st, 2014. C is to approve a waiver to the city's requirement that a driveway curb radius is tangent with the curb line at or before the property line for the Bristol Fire Department Engine Company 4 on Simpson Kelly Road. D is the Ordinance Committee to introduce amendments to the Bristol Code of Ordinances, Section 2.5-7, pertaining to false alarm penalties. E is the Ordinance Committee to introduce amendments to the Bristol Code of Ordinances, Section 12-135 pertaining to code enforcement penalties. F is to refer the closing of the Ronzo Road extension to the Board of Public Works, Board of Police Commissioners, and Planning Commission for review and action. G is to authorize the tax collector, deputy tax collector, corporation counsel, assistant corporation counsel, mayor or acting mayor to bid at the foreclosure sale for 71 Lewis Street, Assessors Map 21. H is to authorize the tax collector, deputy tax collector, corporation counsel, assistant corporation counsel, mayor or acting mayor to bid at the foreclosure sale for 92 Henderson Street, Assessors Map 21. And I is to place on file recommendations from the Board of Finance Donation Committee and Joint Board not to waive building permit fees for the Bristol Historic Society.
I need to have item F removed so I can amend it.
Item F being removed, can I have a motion to accept consent calendar item A through E, taking off item F?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, the motion passes. Councilman?
Okay, item F, refer the closing of Ronzo Road extension to the Board of Public Works. I want to amend it to include and the Bristol Water Commission, because there's a water main there that they have to deal with, so we want to refer that to them, the Board of Police Commissioners and Planning Commission for review and action.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes.
Mayor, can I just ask a question? When did consent move to the end of the agenda?
About 7 months ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why?
The reason it's on here is that you could, any councilman or councilwoman for that matter, as you go through the agenda, could pick any item previously and send it to the consent calendar, so it's supposed to make it streamlined. This was done prior to my term. We started doing it my term, but this was worked on until the end of the last term. Item number 23.
We didn't do G through...
GHI.
We did.
No, we didn't.
I don't think we-
Part of my other motion.
You said E, not I.
E,
I
yeah.
did say E?
That's right. Move to approve items G through I.
Second.
Motion made second. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Item number 23.
Executive session to discuss claim of Jack Shaw versus City of Bristol, claim number W000155309.
Mr. Williams?
Our office, Mayor, and the Personnel Director.
Have a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made second. Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
I don't know. $2.99? Call it that? I give up on it. No, I'll sit here and I'll mess with it over and over.